and welcome. My name is Sandra. My channel is called Sussex Sandra, and welcome. And welcome to all of you who are new to my channel. Hi, thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is going to be a slightly different video from what I normally do. So on my channel, I normally stick to beauty, so mainly unboxing beauty boxes, subscriptions, applying makeup, that sort of thing, very much in the beauty field. But today I'm going to start a new style of video. I've already done a few little short clips, short videos already, but this is going to be my first sort of proper video with me in front of the camera. And it's starting my weight loss journey. Right, so I have talked about it before. People have sort of commented already about me doing this. So I am one of those many people in the UK. I didn't realise how many people in the UK are already on this. I am going to be starting the weight loss injection. I am going to be using Mounjaro. I can never pronounce it correctly. Mounjaro, Mounjaro injections. So I'm actually going to be doing my first injection today. I'm going to do it with you. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to actually show me doing the injection in front of the camera, so I'm going to do the prep. I'll do the injection off camera and then I'll come back to you afterwards, because I'm not sure if we're allowed to do things like injections of drugs on YouTube. Not sure about that at all. So for those of you who kind of with me, a lot of you have already commented and given me so much encouraging support and sort of wishing me good luck. So really, thank you for that, because I kind of mentioned it last week. And so many of you have come forward and sort of said, yeah, well, I've been doing it. Yeah, I'm doing it as well. It's like, girls, all of you been doing it and you just kind of kept quiet. Lord, I tell you, I honestly realise I can't believe how many people are doing these weight loss injections and have just not said nothing at all. In my research, so whilst I was looking around to do it, I sort of went onto Reddit. So on Reddit, there's a subreddit group, a Mounjaro UK subreddit group. And the reason why I kind of went onto that subreddit was because initially I was thinking about joining a particular company which I saw a lot of advertising for on YouTube. Loads of videos and adverts for it. So there was two I was getting lots of adverts for: Juniper and SheMed. So I didn't know what the differences were there any differences, so I kind of looked at the research for both of them, because both of the sites kind of said they offer support, and I thought, right, I think that's something I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need a lot of support, because one thing I know, I have no willpower, clearly, because I haven't been able to lose weight in all the time I've been trying to lose weight in the last 10 plus years. Longer, I think, actually. Yeah, much longer. So I thought I definitely needed that support. But doing a little bit of research and sort of just looking at all the reviews, I kind of realised, well, actually, the product that I'm using is exactly the same product. It's made from a company called Lilly. They're the main supplier, or they're the manufacturer of the drug, and they then send it out to authorised pharmacists to sell to people to do it privately. So everyone's going to be receiving exactly the same drug. So what we're actually paying for when we go with some of these other companies is the additional support, in theory. So again, looking around, I saw that one of the companies which I was looking at, the reviews weren't that great for it. So that's when I started looking around, saying, okay, who else is doing it? So clearly Juniper was doing it. And then when I went on to the Reddit site, I saw there's a hell of a load of companies, loads of companies that do it. Even some strange people who do it in their beauty salons. So again, so a little bit more research and sort of realise, okay, what you want to do is make sure you're going with a licensed pharmacist to do it. So there's still quite a few licensed pharmacists that are doing it, and there's on-street places as well, like Boots. Boots will do it. So again, Boots will do it, as do you can get your product from there as well. So I thought, right, okay, that's two online places. There's loads of online places, and I know there's two high street places I can get it from. Chances of me actually going into Asda or going into Boots is really, really rare. I can't tell you the last time I walked into a Boots, probably this time last year. I very rarely go into a Boots, so I thought, well, I best stick with an online supplier. So then I sort of decided to look around to see who the best online suppliers. Again, back to the subreddits again, and there's lots of different companies, and there's lots of different discount codes and stuff. In the end, I decided to go with a company called MedExpress. Very well known one. They've been doing it for a while. A lot of people seem to be using them. So I thought, right, do that. There was a discount code available. So was it last Thursday? When was the 21st? It was the 21st of February. I decided, right, you know what? I'm going to register. And I did my thing. I went up online, did my registration. And then what they say is that it needs to be approved by their pharmacist. They ask permission for if they can get in touch with your GP. And I was like, yes, definitely get in touch with my GP. Because one of the concerns I had, when I was looking to see if I could do this drug, is that because I take a lot of drugs already, because I've got rheumatoid arthritis stroke lupus, I take a lot of drugs. I want to make sure the product was going to work okay with it. So I know that the product does work okay, so that's fine. So I wasn't too concerned about that. The other thing really the main reason why I really started looking at this injection thing is about April last year, I started having a whole lot of health issues going on. My blood pressure went up absolutely crazy, and that was literally because I was under a lot of stress at work. I was not very happy at work. I was under a lot of stress. My blood pressure went up to crazy high. At one point it was over 200. It kind of settled at sort of between 180 and 190, which is really high, stroke level high. So there was a lot of concern about my blood pressure. I had my heart checked out to see if there was anything going on there. They found out that I had a valve that wasn't closing properly, so I've been given a drug which I take that kind of supposed to help with that. But one of the things that the GP said, because I've seen two GPs for two different reasons, but both GPs are basically saying you need to lose weight. So they said, right, we're going to refer you to a weight management clinic. It's a third party which works with the GP surgery, works with a lot of the GP practices in Sussex. So we're going to refer you to them. So it took a while, but I ended up, actually it took a really long time. I ended up going on this 12-week weight management course. So it's like weekly. It was done by teams. We met up, a whole group of us, sort of men and women, met up for about an hour and 15-minute chat. We were just getting educated about nutrition, the psychology about food, sort of just mindfulness, why we make the choices we do, how we got to the condition we're in now, why we're in this state now. And there was a lot. It was very educational. It was actually very, very useful. And during that 12 weeks, I did lose sort of 1 stone 2 pounds, which I'm actually quite pleased about. So 1 stone 2 pounds is 16 pounds for those of you who do things in pounds. So I was actually quite pleased with that, because I literally lost that 16 pounds just by just being more mindful of the food I'm eating, my portion sizes, and just sort of just making little changes in my plates when I eat, making sure that I eat at certain times. Because one of the things I was doing, I was missing meals at lunchtimes. I wasn't eating meals at lunchtime, but it's because I tend to be really, really busy during the lunchtime. So I have breakfast, I just skirt through the whole day, do stuff, and then I don't eat until I come home in the evening. And then I wolf down a whole load of food, and then I snack like crazy, and it's not good. So it was all lots of the 12-week management course was actually really good in just thinking about why we do things, what changes we can make just to help us in our weight loss journey. Thing is though, at the end of the 12-week course, myself and like everybody else who was on the course, we all thought after that we were then going to be having discussions then about what happens next, and we thought that discussion was going to be you either choose surgery, so bariatric sleeve surgery I think they were offering, or the weight loss injection. So because they asked us right at the beginning before we started the course, would we consider doing these things and how do you prefer to lose weight? And I said I wasn't keen on the surgery, but I'm actually quite keen on the sort of the 12-week management course and the injections. I said I'd rather do that because I do want to eat and I want to eat food, but I'd rather understand why I make the choices I do and how I got there. So I'd rather take a longer time to lose weight, but make sure I can keep it off at the end, rather than do a crash diet and not learn anything and then pile the weight on again afterwards when I finished. And one of the things about the weight management course, which was really useful to learn and understand, is that they're saying with weight management, when you've been sort of dieting, because in a way I've been dieting for like nearly a quarter of my life, like 20 years near enough, I suppose, in a way, it's a disease. And it's something that you've got to be thinking about. You can't just start it and then just stop. It's something you've got to be doing and maintaining for the rest of our life to make sure we don't end up back in this position again. So it is like a disease. So you've got to be something you've got to be conscious of all the time. You've got to be mindful of it. So that was one of the other key things I liked about the weight management course. But at the end of the course, what the facilitator sort of said is that, okay, now we can sign up. Following the 12 weeks, we're now going to be signing up for an 8-month management. And I was like, 8 months? So what's that? So she basically said it's just another weekly course again when we go on Teams. And I thought, oh, sod this. I want something more direct than that. I was hoping at this point we'd be doing something a little bit more drastic. So she said, no, it's going to be another 8 months. And even after that, there's still no guarantee that you're going to be referred to to get the injection or surgery, because they want to see, it seems like they just want to see how much you can lose by yourself. But the way I saw it is like, you're probably going to be, if we were successful at doing these things before, don't you think we would have done it already? And I thought, right, I'll sod this. I'm not happy about this. I'm going to look at these injections. So that's when I started looking at the injections last week. And I decided to sign up with Mounjaro, MedExpress, and I got approved on Friday evening. I got approved. That was a bit of a faff, because they ask you to fill in all the questionnaires and stuff, give all the information about the medication you take and your surgery and everything about you, and then he asks you to take a full frontal picture, not naked, just to show your body shape. I was like, right, okay, fair enough. So my daughter took quite a few pictures. I was just wearing what was I wearing? I was just wearing a work shirt, because I literally just came in from work like this evening, and trousers. So I sent that to them, and they came back and said the picture's not acceptable. They want a clearer picture. I was like, well, how much clearer do you want? You know, they're saying they want head to toe, showing everything. What clearly shows your shape, and it mustn't wear oversized clothing. And I was thinking, look, my clothes ain't oversized. It's just that I fill the clothes out so much that it looks like it's oversized. But everything, it kind of fits me quite close. So I sent through another picture, and they rejected that as well. And I was like, crying out loud. So I sent through a third picture and they accepted that one. So that's the one they've accepted, which I couldn't really see the difference between the third picture and the first two pictures, to be honest. So the picture they accepted was the one where I'm wearing the grey jumper and sort of leggings. And I think I put that picture on Instagram as well. I think I did. And I also used it in my short clip I did the other day of unpacking the injection. So that all came, the injections came yesterday, was it Tuesday? Yeah, the injection came yesterday, and I filmed a little clip of unboxing it, put it all in the fridge, and today I decided that I am actually going to be my day to inject. So Thursday is going to be my day to inject. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to show you all of that. I also made sure I signed up to a couple of apps just to help me on my journey. So there's 2 apps. I'll do screenshots and so you can see them all on screen, and I'll show it. One's called Shotzi, which seems to be very much to support people who are on these GLP-1 products. So there's that. And then another one which is a paid for app, Better Me, which is going to help me sort of with my calories, so counting my calories, and help me with the exercise, because one of the things that I suffer with is is the exercise and fitness. So for me, one of the main reasons why I wanted to lose weight is, one, because of all the health issues I've got, and I've kind of mentioned it before, is that I am sick of being in pain when I'm walking. So I've got osteoarthritis in my wrists, in my hips, in my knees, and in my ankles. Can you imagine? Well, not both hips, my right hip. But can you imagine? I've got all of that going. I'm only 56, for crying out loud, and I've got all this crap going on already. So I find it really difficult to do any exercise now without it hurting. I'm finding it difficult to walk for any length now because my ankles hurt, and that frustrates me like crazy, because naturally I want to be out and about. I like dancing. I just like being out and doing stuff, but I can't because I'm always in flipping pain. And I know that pain will go if I can alleviate some of the weight, and then it will help me being able to exercise. So for me, it's a bit of a cycle. I can't exercise until I lose weight, and I can't lose weight until I do some exercise and work on my diet. So nutrition is the one thing I'm working on, so I'm still working on that. That's an ongoing thing. Got to try and lose some weight anyway, and then hopefully I'll be able to do more activity. So the second site that I signed on to, as I said, was Better Me, and it's really embarrassing. So with the site, again, I'll show this on screen, so you'll see all the stuff on the screen. But on the site, it's just logging in. On this site, you can put in your weight, your height, and everything like that, how much you weigh, and then it asks you about the exercises. And the exercises that it's kind of chosen for me is quite funny. It's lots of chair style exercises. I'm like, oh my god. And these are like really mainly meant for senior citizens, so like chair yoga. I've requested no jumping because obviously my knees and everything hurt. So it's, yeah, they're calling it a senior workout. I wish they wouldn't call it a senior workout. It just makes me feel bad because I'm only flipping 56. But, you know, the whole idea of these exercises are low risk of injury, doable, you can do them anywhere, and adaptable for all ages. So why bloody call it senior workout? Call it something else. Make me feel better. And then it's asking questions about what my typical day looks like. So am I at work mostly seated, at home mostly sedentary, walking daily, working mostly on foot? So I'm a mixture of all of that. I mean, at the moment, I am, because of the time of the year, I'm in the car for a good amount of time because I have to drive an hour and a half to work. So that's a good amount of time in the car. When I'm out doing a visit, I'm working, I'm doing inspections, I'm walking around, going up and down stairs and stuff, which kills me doing all of that. So I can be active for a little bit, and then I'll be sitting in the car again, driving to my next visit. So there's a lot of spurts of movement and then sitting again. So I'm not quite sure what I would come under when it comes to my lifestyle. So I'm going to say, I don't know. I walk daily, but I don't walk for great distances. I'm going to say at work mostly seated because I do spend a lot of time in the car. And then it's going to ask me about choose your activity level. I'm not active, but I'm not completely lazy either. Sometimes I do quick workouts. No, I don't. So that means I'm not active. So I'm going to put down I'm not active. Oh dear. Simple and effective exercises anytime, anywhere. So I'm gonna say wall, bed, chair, not yoga mat because I already said I don't want anything on the floor. So next, what's your yoga level? I'm a beginner. And yeah, they're just basically saying they've helped nearly 200,000 people meet their goals, blah blah blah. So I'm going to be using that app as well. So I'm going to be using the Shotzi app for to measure to just monitor and track my weight and everything, and I'm going to be using the Better Me for the exercise, and I'm going to be doing the MyFitnessPal as well for my calories and just for inputting my food, because you're supposed to be working at a calorie deficient, so you're supposed to be using eating less calories than you normally intake. Yeah, using more calories than you actually intake. Is that right? Calorie deficient anyway, and I think my calorie is supposed to be I'm supposed to take 2,500, I think it is, for maintenance, but to lose weight at my current weight, I should be on about 1,900 calories, and that will allow me to lose roughly about £2, £1 to £2 a week is what they're sort of saying. I'm hoping for a bit more than that once I get into the program, especially initially, but we'll see. That's the other thing as well. I should say my weight at the moment is horrendous. It was interesting because last week I was 19 stone 5.5 pounds. This morning I was 19 stone 2 3/4. So let's just call it 19 stone 3 pounds. So that's 269 pounds. So I know since last week I've lost, what am I saying? I lost 3 pounds. So it's like, yay, me. Right, so I've lost 3 pounds there last week, which is good. And I want to kind of keep on doing that because I'm just trying to modify my meals and everything, but without it hurting and me suffering, you know, because if I'm suffering and I'm hungry, then it's never going to work for me. And the whole idea of the Mounjaro is supposed to suppress your appetite. So that is hopefully will stop me from doing things like snacking on sweets and biscuits and crisps and chocolate bars and all that sort of thing. And I'll just eat at meal times. That's the intention. Right, so that's where I'm at. So we've got my weight. My BMI is 41, so I definitely 40.9. So call it 41. So I definitely hit the target group of people who need to lose weight. The aim is to get below 30 BMI. My first goal at the moment is just to lose 15% of my weight, so that will get me down to, I don't know how many, I think it's 120 kilos. I think they're saying I'm 150 kilos, so down to 120 kilos. I don't know. But my first goal is to lose 15% of my weight, and then I'm just going to adjust my goals from there. But I'm not doing my goals based on just I want to look great. For me, it's all about how I feel. So I want to be able to walk without pain. I want to be able to get up out of a chair without struggle. Kayla, help me up. You know, I want to be able to sort of bend down quite easily and just clip my toenails and polish my toenails. You know, things like that. Just lifestyle things. I want to be able to get down on the floor and do stomach crunches. Because at the moment, if I get down on the floor, I ain't getting up again unless someone's going to come and haul me up, probably with a crane. So I literally don't get down on the floor and do floor exercises anymore. I now have to resort to doing stand-up sit-ups, you know, standing sit-ups, standing crunches and stuff. I don't want to be doing that. I want to be on the floor doing my whole stuff, which I used to do. I just want to get back to. I don't want to be a skinny mini because I've never been a skinny mini. I just want to be active with a decent quality of life. I would like to get to 70, 75, 80, you know what I mean? And I think the way how I'm going at the moment, I don't think I'm going to hit 65. That is literally my fear. I don't think I'm going to hit 65. So I just want to improve my quality of life because, you know, I've got a lot to live for, you know, so that's what I'm looking for. And obviously if I can fling out some kicking clothes and look good in my clothes as well, yeah, great. But for me right now, my most important thing, I just want a decent quality of life as I start working towards the final trimester of my life, kind of thing. I'm in my middle section now, my middle age now, and I want to hit my senior years, and I want to hit my senior years in healthy, you know. I want to be able to go out for walks. I live in a beautiful area where, you know, going for walks is just easy and accessible, good air. I want to enjoy my life. So that's the main reasons why I'm doing it. Right, I think I've rambled on long enough, haven't I? Let's get on and do this injection. Right, so there is a whole process to doing this. So with these, you've got to store it in your refrigerator. But the main thing is got to be stored below 30 degrees centigrade. So as soon as you receive it, if you do it, put it in your fridge straight away. Because do my check. So I'm starting off on the lowest, so this is just to get your body used to it. So I'm on the lowest level at the moment, and I'll be on this level for 4 weeks. So this is the 2.5, and then it goes up afterwards after 4 weeks. that's the name of the product. That's the actual drug. I don't know how to pronounce it. Tirzepatide. Subcutaneous use, that means it's something you inject and it goes under your skin, so subcutaneous. And there's a lot of skin around me to go into. You can inject it in sort of 4 areas, so they're saying you can inject it in your upper arms, in your abdomens, and front of your thigh. So you've got those areas which you can inject. So my first injection today is going to be in my left arm. That's where I'm going to do it today. I'm going to use, because I want to get this right, I'm going to use a little video. So one of the companies that supplies the drug is Newman, and they did a little YouTube video which is great, perfect for this. So I will put the clip of that video up on my screen, so you can watch it with me. I'll tell you what else, before I go on, I want to say as well, because I announced that I was doing this Mounjaro in my deguster box video, which I put up earlier on this week. And as I said, so many people have come forward and said, yeah, I'm on it. It's like, bloody hell. And one of the people is Marcia, so Lady Marwa. She's got a YouTube channel, and she's been on it since last year. Oh, I can't remember if she said last year May or last year October. She's been on it for a few months and she's actually hit target. And it's interesting, I didn't even think, I've never considered her to be even slightly overweight, because she's a very, very pretty woman, you know, really beautiful woman. She's one of those people, you know, someone's got a really nice personality, it reflects in their faces. So people are beautiful inside and out, and it does show. So she's one of those people. She lives up north. So I'm taking a piss here, because I'm a southerner. So she lives up north, and she reached out to me on Instagram, and we had a really good sort of like Instagram chat, and she was just talking about her journey and sort of reasons why she did it, and I got it completely, her reasons why. She's hit target. I think she did it quite quickly. I think she said that she lost 4 stone. So if you're interested in someone who has actually done it and has kind of videoed their journey as well, Marcia is a good place to go to. So it's Lady Marwa. I don't know, I think she's created a playlist. I'm going to create a playlist as well, and I'm just going to call mine weight loss journey. She's created a playlist as well, so I've watched her last video and her first video, because I want to see the beginning and the end, and I've just been watching sort of, I haven't watched them all the way through, but I've been picking sort of fast forward. I'm really bad like that. I fast forward bits on her other videos, but it was the first one and the last ones I was really interested in. She lost a hell of a lot, and the difference in her last video, she shows a picture of her and her husband, and she's in this slinky dress, all shimmery. Girl, she looked good. She looked good. So yeah. If I get to that, I'd be amazing, but I don't think I will. I've never been, well, I suppose when I was young, I must have been a size 10 or something like that. But I've always had a very athletic build, because I was very into sports. When I was saying I was into sports, I'm not saying I was sporty, I was athletic. So I used to do field events for the county. I was county level. I used to do a lot of weight training, as in I used to go into the gym with the guys and I used to sort of do training. I used to do boxing, sparring. When I was at school, so if I talk about school, I was rounders, badminton, I was netball, I was captain of the netball team, badminton, volleyball, I did it all. I did everything, and obviously athletics. So athletics was my main thing. So I was county level, county champion and all of that in discus and shot put. So those are like sort of the heavy sports, and I was built, you know, I had muscles. I haven't got any pictures. It's funny because all those kind of pictures from that time my parents have got, and my parents aren't here at the moment, and they've got all the albums, so I can't even show you some of those pictures. So I need to get my mum to see if she can send those pictures over to me, or just take a photograph of them. She can take a decent picture and send them to me. But I was muscular. When you look at it now, I mean, I had abs and toned, and I was an athlete, right? And you could tell I was a field event athlete. So not even a track person, I was a field event, because you could tell in my build, I was like that. And I've always been like that. So for me, I would have been a size 12, size 14. So for some people that'd be like, oh my god, that's big. But I was toned and slim, so I would never have been, for me, I was never fat. I just, to me, I was healthy. So for me, getting down to size 12, 14 now, I would look slim. In my opinion, I would be slim to me, and that'd be the kind of size I'd be happy with. I think I'd be happy if I got down to a size 16, because I think I would look decent then as well. Not forgetting I'm 5'8", so I'm actually quite tall. And I'm not comfortable with being, I don't think I'd be comfortable being anything smaller than that. I know I wouldn't be, but we'll see what happens. This is a new era. Who knows what's going to happen during this journey. Right, let me stop. I'm going to put this thing in now. So let me get the video up, because I want to make sure I follow the video properly and do this correctly. One of the things I didn't show you when I did my unboxing, also in the box as well, were the actual needles. So you get 4 needles, and you get the alcohol swabs as well. So that's what I'll be doing today.
Mounjaro.
So this is from Lumen. They're a company who does it as well.
Mounjaro is a prescription medication that
Right, that's it. I have administered my first dose, so hopefully that's going to go all right. I'm going to be checking for any side effects over the next 7 days, and I'll let you know. I've already ordered my peppermint tea, just in case I get what people say are these eggy burps, sulfur burps, which I'm assuming you get from upset gastric intestinal issues going on. So I've got my peppermint tea on order, so it should be coming in my shopping coming tonight, and we will see how it goes. I'm not expecting anything major to happen over the next week, because it's just the first week, so I'm expecting the body just to be getting used to it. But I think I'm expecting sort of from week 3 onwards for weight loss hopefully to start taking effect. And then once I've done week 4, once I get to week 3, I'm going to order my next dose up, which is it 5 milligrams or 7 milligrams, something like that. I'll be ordering the next dose up. So yeah, we'll go from there, and I think that's when I will start seeing any weight loss, but we will see how we go from here. So for any of you who are doing this as well, I would love to hear how you're getting on with your journey. I hope you didn't do what I just did in managing to sort of bend my needle straight away. That's just typical. I just literally just tapped it by accident and I bent the needle. But I've got enough fat on my belly here for it's not a problem. So I just stuck it in, no problems at all. And yeah, I'm going to get back to you all next week and let you know how we get on. I think what I'll be talking about next week is about any side effects that I may have felt, but we will see. Alright guys, well thanks very much, and I hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and for those of you who are doing it as well, I'm wishing you all the best as well. So let's go. Hopefully a healthier and a lesser me towards the end of 2025. That's the aim. Alright guys, take care. I will see you soon. Bye.